Come in, close the door. It's good to see you. Welcome back to the page, guys. We got to talk about some text, but before we do that, shout out to the wise guys. Shout out to all the content coming down the pipeline, and make sure you stay tuned. It's good to see you. Come in, close the door. Let's talk about it, shall we? As always with our tech time, guys, either it sticks or it doesn't. Let's get into it, shall we? In a wide open game state where you can pretty much play whatever you want, but you're most definitely going to get power creep by the top three, it's time to look at some cards that can most definitely help you on your journey. If your opponent controls more monsters than you do, quick effect, you can discard this card, reveal one card in your extra deck, then look at your opponent's extra deck and also banish cards in their extra deck, all of them, with the same name as that revealed card. You guys know this card as Ghost Reaper and Winter Cherries, which I mentioned in the last tech video about 2 months ago, but I had to mention again because of the sheer dominance that it has against a deck like Blue Eyes. If you can Reaper a card like Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon, you're essentially cutting off a huge portion of their extra deck. I mean, let's face it, if you can't tribute to get into another card, you basically have something pretty dominant to lead off with. You additionally have decks like Ryzeal and being able to Reaper a card like Detonator that people already know about, but you have to specifically play into a duo drive and they can kind of sit around and still search and still make you fight through a cross, which can kind of be a pain in the butt. Fiendsmith's Requiem being the additional target that I have to mention. Simply Reapering over the Engraver or anything else that they summon beforehand will definitely be a strong play, but the additional strong play is waiting on them to summon something as powerful as Exciton Knight, which will really be useless on a turn 0 if they summon it and then go directly into a Fiendsmith's Requiem, to then be able to try to summon something from the deck. If you can Reaper them ahead of that over the Exciton Knight, which I've seen the most in competitive play, you most definitely have a strong capability to take over the game and end the game right there. It's just my opinion. Take it or leave it. Now we all know about Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit and its sheer dominance against a deck like Blue Eyes, but we have to mention Typhoon as a 4th, 5th, and 6th copy of Ghost Ogre, because of the simple fact that on your opponent's turn 0, their turn, they're going first. Typhoon could be really dominant against a card like True Light, and then obviously going second, it could be a secondary target for a thrust. Just saying, it's additionally a Dust Tornado at minimal. That's not awful, but I definitely have to mention the turn 0 aspect in being able to be another copy of Ghost Ogre to take out a Blue Eyes board. As I mentioned before, there are a lot of cards that are pretty much everyone knows about, but I still see people not playing this occasionally, and then I find myself mentioning this still. Lightstorm Dragon is a really good card that if you're playing Blue Eyes, you 100% have to play. I feel like this card has an additional ability to kind of protect floodgates, possibly, but I really feel like it's really powerful against other strategies that are trying to take out your True Light that we already mentioned. You're trying to do it again and protect your cards again and then loop them back onto the field if this dies. It's a spirit target, it's pretty good. And you can just make it. Rounding out with the last 2 techs, obviously everyone knows about Metaltronus, but I don't think a lot of people know about this line, so I have to mention it because it's that good. Metaltronus reads, target one face-up non-token monster your opponent controls and special summon one monster from your hand, deck, or extra deck that has 2 or more of the same type, attribute, and or attack. Now, the reason why we're mentioning it is because Galaxy Eye's Cypher Dragon has the same attribute and it also has the exact same type, which is a dragon. Being able to summon this card and then additionally summon a full armor photon to be able to have an additional pop, and then be able to summon a Cypher Blade Dragon and have another pop would mean you have a 3-pronged attack, and I think that's pretty good. Just my opinion. If you're struggling against Blue Eyes, it's pretty good. Shout out to Devin, and shout out to the wise guys, because we literally have that Galaxy profile loaded. We're just waiting on the cards to be mailed to us. A little early, hopefully. Picking up the tail end and rounding out the tech video, we got to talk about Blaster, the fire dragon ruler that we all know about, but just in case we don't, it says this card. If this card is in your hand or graveyard, you can banish a total of 2 fire and or dragon monsters from your hand and or graveyard except this card. Special summon this card. During your opponent's end phase, if you control this special summon card, return it to the hand. You can discard this card and 1 fire monster to the graveyard, then target 1 card on the field and destroy that target. All of these things are good, but the reason why I'm mentioning it is because I've actually seen it pop up in Tempai lists, strangely enough with even a gold Sark, but definitely people are still playing Shifter, and it says if this card is banished, you can add 1 fire dragon monster from your deck to your hand, making it essentially another Rhoda under a Shifter, essentially. I mean, it's not that Tempai needs help, but hey, I have to mention it. Before we pop off with these next round of videos, make sure you stay tuned for the Rogue Heaven that is about to hit, as well as we have to mention the Necros dossier where we break down everything there is to know about Necros and ritual summoning in general right now. The new Galaxy profile, which unless you've been under a rock, or a turtle for that matter, really is going to take off as well. Of course, a visit from our rock friends, a breakdown on ELDLICH and everything there is to know about what's coming in Alliance Insight, and of course, a lot more live content. Appreciate you for tuning in. We out. Arrivederci.